Hey everybody! If you offend easily, did you get lost on your way to TikTok? What? Why are you here? So, I promised y'all yesterday that we were going to have results from what my offering to Oya was going to get. Now, y'all remember I was actually hoping for, the job, the interview. No, they haven't called yet because apparently that's not what Oya was up to and that's not what was supposed to go down. This morning on my walk, I went to the back, the cul-de-sac where all the little flowers are, where I keep it clean and all that. And this morning, y'all, it's an electric scooter, right? It's an electric scooter. Y'all don't know, y'all can't see her yet, but at some point, the Fairy Stepdaughter is going to pop up.
Hello.
That's the Fairy Stepdaughter. She'll show up when she's ready. But it's an electric scooter back there, y'all. An electric scooter with cord and everything. And I mean, it's there. Like, everybody abandons things there. So I'm like kind of confused because I don't need that. And I'm like, I don't get it. Y'all. Y'all. So the Fairy Stepdaughter has come to visit today. And in the midst of conversation, she let me know that if only she had an electric scooter to get back and forth to work. I was so excited. I damn near ran down there. I mean, I'm power walking like I'm going to go see if it's there still. And it is. And it fired right up. Worked right up. And yeah. And of course, I'm not going to be that person. We are going to go check around on local social medias and next door and stuff like that to see if it belongs to anybody. But y'all, what are the odds, right? And it occurs to me, because this is really great, and I think what she wanted, what Oya wanted, was someone else who believed. And now we have someone who, tell the nice folks from off the camera.
Hello. I do believe that was very unexpected. I had to run to keep up with her down there. And then the electric scooter, like she said, it did fire up immediately, and it was not fully charged, halfway full charge. And it's charging in the back right now. And I rode it right back down to the house. It works perfectly. It's
y'all. I mean,
it saves me the $200 to go get a new one.
And like I said, again, we are going to go and look on social media next door. In fact, if you see this video and you've lost an electric scooter, let me know. But y'all, what are that's when you know, because the odds, okay? The odds don't work like that, do they? Do they? Is it just the odds, or is it Oya?
It's something.
It's something.
It's not just the odds.
It's not the odds. Not even in Vegas is it the odds. And hell, that's the first time I admit where I am. Y'all don't stalk me. So, one of the things that I and the Fairy Stepdaughter have decided to do for y'all is she's letting me do a reading. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, if the deities want to talk to her that much, well, let's see what else they have to say. I mean, goddess of change. We should find out what she wants to talk about. Here, play with that for a little bit.
Okay.
At least stick a hand in the camera. Here, hold on. Stick a hand in the camera. Wave for the camera.
Hello.
There we go. You can see the Fairy Stepdaughter, at least a hand. Oh, wait. We have half of a head.
You can turn it if you want.
Here.
That's fine. I don't know how to shuffle. I suck with shuffling, though.
Well, that's why you just move them around however you want. I think that's what y'all going to get, folks. And we're going to keep it on the shorter side today unless the deities really want to talk a lot. But y'all see this. Y'all see this.
I was putting down $80 every 2 weeks on the bus fare, and that's $160 each month. That took a lot out of my paychecks, especially when they don't work me a whole lot, and this saves a lot of money on me. If nobody's missing it, it's gonna save me a lot of money.
I believe, and this shit still blows my mind when this happens. It's just, wow. Just like that. Overnight. She's good. She is damn good. And just before we even get into the reading, we're using the Deviant Moon deck again, but I've got my reference deck on the side. That way when I'm still remembering my cards because I went without reading for so long, so I'm having to remember everything all over again. And this is my original deck, so this is the one I know the best, so I use it as my reference deck.
No, I get that.
All right, so going to flip the top card. We have the High Priestess in reverse. In reverse. Why in reverse? So this would be the holy spiritual one, the one who got this. This would be a representation of your spiritual guide. In this particular instance, that could be me. In this particular instance, it could be the deity you're talking to, even. But basically, it's a. I need a qualifier, quantifier. I need a further explanation card. Pull me a further explanation card from somewhere in the deck. Let's find out what's going on with this one. Why is she in reverse? Page of Cups. Hold up. That's why. This deck doesn't read in reverse. Okay. I'm like sitting there confused, like, wait a minute, I don't get it. Okay. So the High Priestess is popping up here with a Page of Cups. So this would be the High Priestess talking to the page. This would be you. Cordy, this is you and me talking here.
Hello.
Hi. Talk about meta. I'm going to flip one here. So this is to ease burdens. Ten of Wands. To ease burdens. To ease conflict and problems and the weight on your shoulders. To make things easier. Do you have a question for them while they're here and present, while she's obviously dropping blessings upon you? Do you have anything you specifically wanted to ask?
Are we going to keep going the same? Not me and you, but me and him. Are we going to keep going the same way?
Okay, so we have the Sun card, which is a great union, which is a great energy, the bonding. This is good in regards to relationship status, because it is indicating that you're both illuminated by the sun, standing in the light, getting all that shiny goodness on you. Okay, this is talking about reaping what you sow. In addition to, according to the bird flying in, you've got a message coming in. You've got some news coming, probably in the mail, snail mail, email, some mail. You've got news coming in. All right. But this is reaping what you sow. And right about now, this is creative enterprise. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier, that the two of you are kind of out, both looking in the same direction now. And y'all are both on the same page, literally a message, on the same page as far as what needs to be done. And y'all are actually working as a team now, as opposed to what y'all were doing before. So right now, y'all are coming up with creative hustle. And that's good for y'all. That's actually what's making y'all bond. Y'all are business bonding. Your relationship is a business bond. That's interesting. I've heard of those. It's rare I get to see one. Pull me a random card somewhere. No.
That card didn't feel right.
Okay. So it's
boobies.
Yeah, it's a weird deck. It has no shame.
I might be 22, but I'm still very much so a child when it comes to boobies.
So according to Deviant Moon, we have beware of a wind coming in, a mysterious wind coming in. Some trials and tribulations are also coming your way. And I think the card that kept trying to be pulled, and you didn't like it, is actually a comfort card, because it's a bit of a comfort card depending on how you want to look at it. It's the Hanged Man. And as I've explained to y'all before, the Hanged Man might be going through his trials and tribulations. He might be hanging upside down, paying for his sins, so to speak, but it's only a matter of time. Evident by the watch the stopwatch that's hanging from his boot. It's only a matter of time, and then he's going to have paid his due, and then he's going to carry on to the right, to the new direction. So, asking for questions specifically from the deities. Does Oya have anything to say about this? Justice card. So we have a lot of cards already here, kind of indicating what feels like a karmic cleansing. Like y'all are paying, y'all do, and y'all are coming out clean on the other side. Okay. So the Knight of Wands. This would be a new player in this situation. He's riding a flea. Good Lord, he's riding a flea. Okay, so we have fun. We have someone coming in that's very fun. Now, given your work circumstance, and I want to bring this card back up again for everybody to see, because a show is being put on. The audience has got its rapt attention fixated on their show. Okay, this is a gaiety celebration, all that jazz. So you've got someone coming in, bringing the music. Given where you work, you were just telling me about a new performer that's coming in.
Yep.
So you've got something work-related that the cards are trying to tell you about. The deities want you to know about something work-related. Queen of Swords.
Oh God, what is gonna happen?
Who's the female energy or the effeminate energy? We're talking boss bitch. We're talking the feminine energy you don't mess with.
Most of my managers are male, and even then, the female ones, you can still mess around with them, and they're not.
Would this be someone affiliated with your entertainer, perhaps?
I don't know if he brings any females in with him.
I don't know. This could be a whole new entertainer as well, but it feels like it's focused on him and a female coming in on his behalf, whether it be like a new manager or a new director of some sort. Like somebody is coming in this time that feels very new to the situation and feels like they're going to be a bit of a handful. They're the one you got to deal with.
Can I ask a yes or no question?
Sure.
Is it Anne Hoff?
I'm looking at this one here because you've got the umbilical cord tying to the crops and all that. So it's like a tie, it's a connection, something connected to. I don't think specifically that. I have cards kind of saying nay, but I also have a Hierophant over here. Like this would be the one. This would be an affiliate. This is someone related or affiliated through her. And this is a really, don't mess with this one. Don't cross this one. Don't piss this one off. This one bites hard.
My thing is, I can't figure it out.
Okay, well, we'll see what turns up.
Because, I mean, I've never even met her. She's one of those higher ups.
Right.
It's just the first big female name that popped in my head.
I mean, any clue on who it is? Someone he's traveling with this time. Someone to help deal with some demons. God, it almost looks like someone who's babysitting him.
It makes sense with how he fucking...
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not going to get into all those details because not all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
But it just simply, it's someone that's someone traveling with him, someone that he kind of has coming. He kind of has this one coming. So they're dealing with him specifically. They're very hands-on with him. So if you get snapped at, it's because you've interrupted her in the line of work. Because her focus got to be solely on him, dealing with him and his demons. All right? Okay. Anything else you want to know before we go ahead and end this? Because I think other than being told, hey, watch out, we're not getting a lot of the deities are wanting to talk. We're more getting hey, here's some messages that don't feel like it's specific. I think you got what you needed from the deity, provided again.
Am I going to be able to keep this job?
Pull me a card. Okay. You're going to work at this one for as long as you'd like. You're actually doing very good as far as keeping it and maintaining it on your own. Okay. But at some point, the job is going to upset you. I want y'all to look at just, and he's walking away. He's going forward and looking back behind him and just, screw you guys. Okay. And you'll go on to something you love. Like, absolutely. Like, it feels like a dream job situation. How long? I want to know that on your behalf. How long?
And I do have one more question for after you're done.
Yeah. A year and 2 months. I'm going to flip the... Okay, so for me, reading timelines, okay, that 10, these are the 3 cards I pulled. That 10 tells me a year. That 4s and 5s usually tell me a month because there's 4 or 5 weeks in a month. And then that 2, so that's telling me how many months. So we have a year, a month, and 2 days. So home wanting to know how I got that. So it's being quite specific. What other question did you have?
Are me and Marquel going to have our girl, or am I going to have it with somebody else?
Now I want to remind everybody and you that
things can change.
This is the potential of what could be if you stay on the path that you're on. Okay, so this is just a potential. It's a multifaceted where all the potentials are there. This is just the current path that you're on. We have a Page of Swords, a Knight of Swords, and Temperance. Cordy, we got a whole lot of masculine energy going here. That page can be little girls, little boys, but that knight, like, we've got a whole lot of masculine energy going on here, which, to be fair, the gender bias going on in tarot decks. There's not a lot of women in a tarot deck. Well, at least not in this one for sure. But we do have the Temperance card. She has a feminine energy. So maybe, but I'm getting more boy energy than girl going on here.
No.
Which makes no sense. You both feel like I would just spit out girls, but then again, I will say, for the life of me, I couldn't predict my own kids either. So, all right. And it's not uncommon for me to be wrong as far as gender goes. Again,
didn't you say he would be a girl and then nephew turned out to be a boy? I thought you thought nephew would be a girl. Somebody did.
I did. That was me. Yeah, there's no point in asking me gender, apparently.
See, I remember the day that she went to go get the ultrasound to know the gender. I woke up that day, started getting dressed with her, and was like, "You're having a boy." And then she went and had a boy.
I think that worked out, though, just fine. All right, so any last thing before we end this for the day? Last round, last everything.
I don't think so.
All right. There you have it, folks. Y'all got to see a deity specifically answer. Okay, specific answering. And then, of course, y'all got to see another tarot reading for someone other than just myself. So, Fairy Stepdaughter, at least wave or say bye or something.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.